Hello guys, welcome to the live for today for Saturday. I hope everybody's doing well. This is just a pop-up live. All right, so I'm just going to wait a few minutes, see if anybody's around, but today I'm going to be showing my work in progress in two projects. This is one of them, this baby knit blanket that I'm practicing using a few different knit stitches I never used before, and then I'm going to show you the work in progress of my Jada and Stitches calendar, graph calendar, her blanket for the calendar one for 2023. So I'll show you that one. I'll show you how it's the work in progress on that. Yeah, so just going to wait a few minutes for people to come in and say hello. All right, so it's 4:36 p.m. Eastern time today. We had a beautiful day today, even though it was overcast, but the weather was beautiful. We didn't need any sweaters today, except for this morning, but in the mid-morning till I went to pick up my daughter from work this afternoon, it was such a beautiful day. And yeah, so I'm just going to give it a few minutes. Hey Daphne, welcome in. How are you? I enjoy your live today. I stood until like 2:40, and then I had to leave to pick up my daughter. But I left you running. I had to leave to pick up my daughter at work. She got to work at 3. But when I came back, I did finish the I think it was the last 15, 20 minutes that I missed. Yeah, I love all your projects you made. They're very beautiful. Very nice. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I'm just waiting to see if a few people will come in. I'm just going to show some, going to be showing a work in progress on 2 blankets, and we're going to be chit-chatting for a little bit. But I'm working on this knit baby blanket. I really don't want to put it down. I just have to put it down to work on other projects, but I'm having so much fun with it. And it's coming out so nice. I'm going to talk about the different stitches that I've been playing around with. This is the back of the blanket, but playing around with, knitting, practicing in some stitches I never worked with before. I self-taught myself from this book that was donated to me with all these different knitting stitches. So I thought that I would do it on a blanket and do a bunch of squares and do it this way. Yeah, so I'm going to see if once people start coming in, and I'll show what I have done. And right now I'm in the garter stitch part of it. So the rows are about, I think the rows are about, let me get my measuring tape, but I think each row It's about about 2 inches each with different stitches. So what I love about this about knitting is that you use less yarn. I thought I would need another cake of this yarn to finish the baby blanket, but today I measured it. It's actually from my feet to my lap, hitting towards my hips. So this is big enough for a baby blanket already. But I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna finish it off. I just have this much left. So I'm just gonna use this much that I have left and then get something else for the border, and then that's it. I'll be done with it. But because I'm in so much pain these days, I'm just picking up something that is I like to pick up stuff that I could just lay down and work with it. Either something like this that's easy, or looming. It's easier for me when there are days that I'm alternating from stretching and sitting and laying down and stuff like that because of, my back issues. But yeah. So I love your hats. They all came out beautiful. The colors. I was picking up when I picked up my daughter today. I was telling her how the town where she works, they have pink ribbons everywhere, and it's because of the breast cancer awareness month for October. And I told my daughter, my goodness, I should start making those hats for the breast cancer center we have here. Well, we have a couple of them here, but one is a town up for me. The other one is where my oldest daughter lives. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me? I lowered the volume a little bit because I find myself being too loud in some of these lives. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys where I left off from the last time I showed you guys. I was working on the stockinette, but backwards, which is this part right here, which I'll show you guys in a minute. And let me just go to the chat room. Hey, Mary Johnson, welcome in. How are you? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I find it very relaxing knitting. But let me just show you. This is the back of the work, but let me show you what I've been doing. And I just love that this one cake, I believe this cake was like 500 and something yards. And this is already from my ankles up to my lap. And I still have, more yarn left over to go. So this is going to be a good size baby blanket. So one cake is enough. But when it comes to knitting, but let me show you guys what I have been doing. So they're going to be, there's some trial and error here, because when I started to knit, I learned the garter stitch first, and then I learned the purl stitch, and then I learned the stockinette stitch. So I have a knitting book that teaches you how to do different stitches. And so this is the bean stitch right here. So I started the bottom in the purple. Can you guys see that? That is garter stitch. So all the way to the yellow is garter stitch there, and then halfway through the yellow, that is called the bean stitch, and it looks just what it is, like a bean, right? So I did that across, and then in this side, because you gotta stay on your count. So I must have got distracted. So over here, I messed up in this corner a little bit, but then I didn't mind. I just kept going because it gave it a different look. So it's supposed to be the bean stitch, but then it came out like this. It almost looks like one-on-one, like knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one. So then I did a garter stitch again on top of this yellow right here. All this is garter stitch right here. And the pink is again bean stitch in the bottom of the pink. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a bean stitch right here. Let me bring it up higher. And then you can see that I messed up a little bit, and so it's like one-on-one garter stitch, and then the bean stitch and one-on-one. And the white part here, this is all garter stitch. So then this, and the gray part is where I started splitting my work. And so there's, I believe 36 stitches in the right, 36 stitches in the middle, and 36 stitches in the left. So I have put 2 stitch markers right here in the middle between the right and left. And so right here is one-on-one, half of the blanket. The other half, it is garter stitch. And I think I messed up around here somewhere. I think my knitting needle got caught somewhere. Okay. And then right here is one-on-one. So I kept going that way. I kept going in this pattern. So in the middle from here up it's sometimes a different stitch. So I kept the stitch markers there. So this is stockinette. The purple is all garter stitch, which is that purple right there is all garter stitch. And I'm doing it this way because you can see the stitches better than me holding it up in front of me. You can't see it. So then this is stockinette on the yellow on one side of the blanket. But then in the middle, you can see the division here. You can see a division here. You can see a line right here. So right here is garter stitch in the middle. And then over here again is, go all the way to the other side of the blanket. It is stockinette right there. And then I wanted to play a little bit like with the yarn, not to follow rules, to break the rules. So all the pink here is all garter stitch. And then right here, this is all, this white part here. You see how it's lumpy right here? Here's my finger. You see how this white part here? That is stockinette, but backwards. So instead of doing knit one row, purl one row, I did it backwards. I did purl one row, knit one row, purl one row. Then I stopped. Then I did a few garter stitches here. And then with this lighter color here, which it's like a gray, almost like a pinkish, purplish gray. I can't explain it. But right here is all stockinette. So this is all stockinette here in the gray all the way down. I love the look of this, the stockinette right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right here. This is all stockinette all the way down from the right to the left. And it's so drapey too. It's drapey. I'm using a 5 knitting needle for this. And this is a stockinette all the way around. So I'm at this is where I left you guys off last time, was the white. So I have worked all the way from the gray from this gray here all the way up to the purple. And so this purple here, I started with one-on-one, which is knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one. You turn your work, and then it's the opposite: purl one, knit one, purl one, knit one. So I did that, and then I stopped. Now I'm at the garter stitch. So this this knit one, purl one is all the way across this blanket, and now I'm on the garter stitch, and that's what I wanted to show you. So I'm doing garter stitch for another 2 inches. Then once I'm finished with the garter stitch, I'm going back to the bean stitch, which is this bean stitch right here, this yellow bean, yellow. I don't know if you guys can see the bean stitch right there. All right, I'm going to put this down for a minute. I'm going to show you the blanket from Jada's and Stitches. I did show this on a short, and I finished with March. So for those who haven't seen this blanket, goes all the way from there to there. So this blanket's for me. So the blue, the snowflake is January. The heart is, let me see if I could bring this up more. The heart is, it's February. And then the Sherlock, forgot what you call this, from the charm for March, which is for St. Patrick's Day, for the Irish people. So that's that all the way. That's where I was working on last time in my live, and I did 2 more of those up here. I think I was down here connecting this one, but that's how it came out pretty. So the next one I'm going to be working on is the April. So I'm going to be working on April soon, and it's going to be interesting because she used one color for the top and one color in the bottom, but I am going to be using multiple different colors. So stay tuned for that. I changed it a little bit from what she does. Like the hearts, she has all open hearts like this. Mine's is 1 open, 1 close, 1 open, 1 close. So I changed it a little bit. So with the next one for April, I'm going to change it as well. Just her pattern, but I'm just changing the colors, and each one are going to be a different color. So that's so far where I'm at with this blanket. So it's beautiful. I love it so much. I can't wait. I'm having a lot of fun making this blanket, but I have to look for all the colors I need. So I need 6 different colors to do April's. And then, so that's that one. You mean the Jada's pattern? The Jada's calendar blanket, Daphne? That is the 2023 Fair Isle, her Fair Isle calendar blanket of 2023 tile, Fair Isle tile blanket of 2020, calendar blanket of 2023. I have it in my other live. Yeah, it's her 2023 one. I never got to finish it, so I need to finish it. And now I'm just doing, I just love the way this blanket's coming out. This is going to be for a baby, but I am definitely going to take a picture of this, write down all the stitches row by row, and I think I want to, by then I will perfect the bean stitch. You know, I did the bean stitch pretty good on the yellow, but I don't know. I can't knit and watch TV. I really can't. I get distracted. So this is more like a practice run, but I'm still going to donate it. And I'm going to take a picture of this and make a blanket for myself with these patterns. But it's so beautiful. I'm going to do a crochet knit along. If anybody wants to join me to do the knit along, but I gotta find a perfect yarn. This yarn is a cake, so I didn't have to, that's what I want to do for mine. It's a cake where I don't have to change yarns to change the colors. So I just want a stripy yarn. This is really nice. Yeah, so whew, that's what I'm working on for Saturday. This right here is I used it for like a table cover for the lamp table because I love this yarn, the color and everything, but this is from Lion Brand, but I had to stop crocheting this. This was supposed to be like a wrap or something, but I was not too favoritive of the yarn. I just didn't like working with it, so I just finished it. I just left it like this. I love the colors, and this is what I put on here, and I put my laptop here to watch y'all videos or do some work. Yeah, so that's what I did with this one. Hold on a second, since I already showed you guys the blanket. Let me excuse my finger. I just wanna, I can't see. All right, I just want to come bring myself up and all right, guys, here I am. Whew. Yeah, let me go in here. Yeah, so let me put it up now that you guys are, well, I haven't finished this row yet. I can't really open it. Let me finish the row and then I'll show you guys. But it's so drapey, so drapey. I love it. It's very lightweight too. It's very lightweight and I love it so much. I threw out the label for that cake, but I'm not even sure if you could find it anymore because I bought it at Aldi's, and most of the times the yarns that they sell at Aldi's, I mean not Aldi's, at oh my gosh, what's the name of that store? They closed my store. Usually when they sell them in these stores, Aldi's, not Aldi's with an O. They're discontinued. So I'm not sure if I was blessed with two of this one and I have two of another one that I'm going to be using. So the other one of this yarn, I did a crochet blanket. And so then I said with the other cake, I'm going to do a knit. And it's let me see how many stitches it is, but I got to finish this yarn here, this row here. It's enough. Like I don't have to add. Just for the border, I think I would get one of these colors from my stash and just give it a pretty border and then call it a day, But I am enjoying it very much. So it's Ollie's. Hey, Juanita, how are you? Steph, how are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, so I just so drapey, so lightweight for the baby, and I really love it. And I'm not using a big knitting needles. This is a 5. So I do like it a lot. But I like the way this came out. So I'm going to write down all these stitches and I'm going to make a one for myself. Not right now because I have so much stuff to finish, guys. And my neighbor downstairs, I have to start her blanket, and that's going to be a C2C blanket, baby blanket for her granddaughter, and I got to get it done within 30 days because she's leaving to Brazil, and she wants to give it to her great granddaughter before she leaves to Brazil. I saw her today, such a sweet lady. She gave me some tomatoes from her garden. And then earlier today, I was in Daphne's live, and I said that I had to harvest a huge cucumber. I did, but because she gave me so many tomatoes and I already had cucumbers still growing in my plant, I still have 2 more growing. So I gave her that cucumber because she doesn't grow cucumbers. I think she tried, nothing happened. But she gave me the most beautiful tomatoes, and she kept giving me tomatoes and I said, no, give it to your family, give it to your family. And I think for anybody that grows tomatoes here, or even cucumbers, you know that you grow so much of it that you share with other people because you're not going to eat it all. I think that's where she is at this point where, and she still has a lot of tomato on her vine still, even now that we're hitting October. I still got a tomato plant with about 7-10 tomatoes still on it, so it's amazing. But I think I'm going to give her my yellow squash, because summer squash, because she says she doesn't know what it is. So I only grew 3 so far because I started that plant. It was about this big in July 10, and because I can't throw away a plant, I just planted it and said, let's see how far this plant will go. And it got about 5 feet tall, and it gave me so far 3 of those. I had other flowers, but they were male flowers. The male flowers, they don't grow fruit. But anyways, I think I'm going to give it to her. I just harvested that one. So I'm going to give it to her so she can see what it is and taste it. I don't know if they sell stuff like that in Brazil, but she had no idea. So I'm going to, maybe once she eats it, once she cuts it, she might recognize it. I don't know. But she's a sweet. I'm going to miss her. She leaves November 1st. Oh, I got some great news. So, I have a small garden. For those who do not know, I have one on my patio, 2 of my patios. I have the patio on the 2nd floor, which I was blessed because my neighbor on the 2nd floor let me use his porch, because he does not use that exit and he does not use that porch. They go through the back. And so I have my porch, the 2nd floor, then the 2nd floor over here. And then I have the backyard, right? As well, we have more like a side yard. The back is the parking where you park your cars. So anyways, she has the back on the right. She has her garden back there. And so I had asked her that when she go to Brazil, if I could grow my winter crops there, because she had when she saw me growing food, she was like, oh, you could grow over here with me. We could share this area. But I didn't want to share the area with her because she already had her house full. It was just full of plants. And it wasn't going to work for what I was growing. So I told her, no, that's okay. I'll grow over there. You grow over here. But we could share food. I could share my food with you. So this is the front of the blanket. So this is how it looks. I'm working on the garter stitch, but that is the purl 1 knit 1, and then the stockinette purl 1 knit 1 backwards, and then that's how it looks, like that. It looks like that. Yeah. So let me see how many inches this is so far. So hopefully I'll be done with this by this week, because I don't have too much to go. And she stretches. Let me see. You guys like me, I call all my projects she. She. Even my garden stuff. All right, so she is right now 25.5 inches long, and width she is same thing. Width is the same thing. So that's awesome. And I still have, she's probably going to be about over 30 inches long, and 25 inches wide. So that's how she's looking right now. I'm going to be sad when I give it away. I'm always that way. I need to get over it. Every time I make something, I get emotionally attached to it. And then I'm like, I don't want to give it away. But, I just have fun with this blanket. I was just trying to learn other new stitches for knitting. And I think I show you the back part. This is the front part. That's the front part. I had to put a marker because just to remind me that this is the front. Yeah, and I love it so much. Even like for a top, you know, even for like a top, I was thinking, um, maybe a vest. I don't know. We will see. Because remember, at one time I knitted my first top, and I had such a headache with it. I just thought that putting it together didn't come out as pretty as I wanted it to. So I was in the middle of taking the pieces apart, like the sleeves and the front and the back. But other things happened, and I still have it right there. I still have my blue top because I'm not gonna give up on it. I gotta finish it. But hold on 1 second, guys. Let me just show you something. So, Maya, when you're done, can you turn on that light? It's getting already dark here, guys, and it's 5:05 p.m. Eastern time. So this is my yellow squash, summer squash. I'm going to give it to her. Still has that thing attached in the back. So I'm going to give her this. Thank you, sweetie. I already had a couple squashes, so that's fine. I'm going to give it to her. Hopefully she'll like it. And then she gave me these beautiful tomatoes. I'm just going to put them on the counter just a little longer. Look at that. This is like a beefsteak tomato. And perfect timing because I want to make a tuna salad for dinner today. This is the other one she gave me. And she gave me a couple of them. And first she started with cherry tomatoes, and then she kept giving me tomatoes. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Because she has other family members in her house. And I was like, no. And then she gave me all these cherries that I got in here. But they're beautiful. Her tomatoes came out beautiful. She doesn't use any fertilizing. She doesn't even use the organic one, which I use the organic one. But that's the one she gave me. And I'm gonna be sad when she leaves because I like to have kept her company, and even though the language barrel thing was just for her, I'm going to start picking up classes here to learn how to speak Portuguese. But I understand some of her words because I speak Spanish, but it's not all. I can't understand all her words. So everything she's saying. So, yep. So I am also going to be working on something for breast cancer awareness for October, because it's been like 4 years since I did something for breast cancer awareness. So I was telling my daughter how I have to donate some hats and stuff, but I also want to do a set for myself because my aunt, my mother, this is on my mother's side, my grandmother are all breast cancer survivors. Yeah. So, and then I have other members of my family that had it's different cancer. There was so much cancer going on in my family that I had to go get a test, a DNA test, to see if they check to see if cancer is runs in your family. And so thank God they said no, but because it's such a large number of people that certain tests you get screened for cancer that maybe you go once every 10 years or something like that. Well, for people like us, we got to go half of that. We got to go once every 5 years because we constantly got to be checking ourselves. That's what they say. But anyways, so I said I would like to make a set. I'm not sure if I'm making a hat or a scarf. I'm not sure what I'm doing. It is pink. I like pink, but I don't know about pink top for me, but we will see, especially around fall. I might do a scarf, but just in memories for not only my family, but for everybody who has family members out there that are survivors of breast cancer, or they passed on. So that's why I want to do it. I still got my hat and my fingerless gloves from 4 years back. But it's time for something new. That's it. And I'm excited about working on a new project. I know I shouldn't be working on new projects when I have all these projects I gotta finish. But I'm excited about working on a new project that I'm designing. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while, Mama. How are you? Hi, Elaine. God bless you. I have not seen you in a while. I know, but you've been on my mind. How you doing? Hey, Dorita. How you doing, Dorita? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So, please don't forget those thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Anyways, I'm designing a top, and it's going to be crochet. I already designed it on paper, and I'm getting the colors together to get it started. It's a winter, obviously. It's a sweater for me. It's a pullover sweater type, not a cardigan. It's a top. So that's what I'm going to be. I'm excited about it, but I'm kind of nervous. Sometimes I do that. I follow patterns. I love following other people's patterns and stuff like that, But sometimes something will come up in my mind and I'm like, oh, and I start writing it down, We will see how it goes because, it's like this hobby. You got to trial and errors, That's how you're going to learn. And I pray to God it comes out fine. But I'm excited about the colors. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to get started. But it's going to be crochet. I just got to get the right yarn for it. So we will see. What are you guys working on? And I have a bag of stuff there I have to work on. I don't know if you guys know, but I finally finished my leggings. I finally finished. I'm on a computer that was donated to my channel, to your channel. Congratulations. I'm trying to get used to it. Congratulations. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Dorita. Congratulations, girl. Yeah, work it. Yep. That is awesome. Keep practicing. Keep using it every day. That's how you're going to, learn how to use it and everything. But get used to it is what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure you know how to navigate a computer. So anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about. I've been doing some sketching. I got so much to be done. I got some other projects. I didn't do Whip Friday because I keep forgetting that Friday I go to PT. But because this is why I don't like to schedule my videos. But I'm going to have to try to do it. Anyways, I had PT Friday. And, a few hours after PT, and I had Justin this time. Justin is a younger guy. He's a cute guy for any of you young ladies, the younger generation out there. He's a cute little, let's just say Caucasian guy. I was going to say something else. But he is, and he just gets you going. And I was like, oh, and then when I'm done with him, I feel good. But when I get home, I'm like, oh, this man he beat me up. But it's supposed to be all to work out for good at the end. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. I have been a good girl. I have not missed one PT. I've been going for about over a month now. I have until November 1st. I'm done. Because I have everything that I have the paper. I have all the forms with, all the workouts they do with me at PT, which means physical therapy for those who do not know. They give me the forms and everything so that when I'm done with PT, I could do it at home. But, I could do it at home now, but they're always coming up with a different workout, a different therapy. So I'm like, ooh. Yeah, but Justin, his name is Justin. He don't play. So let me see. I didn't know if anybody was going to show up, so I didn't put Nightbot. I have to put him on. I bought the Pioneer Women crochet hooks. Hey, you did? I'm looking forward to try them out. Let me know how you like them. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Let me know how you like them. You know, I never seen any of her yarn or, you know, crochet supplies or anything like that at my Walmarts. I never seen any only her fabric, the fabric that she sells. That's it. But I have never seen them at my Walmart. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's not a large crafty community here. I don't know. But I never even saw one in person. Just the fabric. But I'm not, you know, there's different opinions about the yarn, but I would like to buy one just to see for myself because it's so colorful. It's the same colors that she uses for her dishes, even some of the clothes. I have bought her clothes online. But yeah, it's the same style, flowers, floral, the colors are the same. Very, very nice colors. I don't know how the yarn works out. Yeah, so I got to start that C2C blanket because we're at the end of September. So I need to hurry up and make it for her. And that's why I want to finish this one because I finished my friend's blanket. And I want to finish this one because I'm almost done with it. But I might not finish. I might have to stop this one this week coming and pick up, start working on her C2C blanket. My cousin wants me to make a hat. She saw a hat I was wearing and she said she wanted one. So I have to make her a hat. And my youngest daughter asked me if I know how to crochet a dragon. I was like, girl, I never crocheted a dragon in my life. She goes, Mommy, just crochet a flat dragon, not a stuffy animal. And I'm like, okay. She means that she wants me just to crochet like applique dragon so she could put it on. I don't know where she's putting it on her shirt or something. I will. I wasn't sure if you caught that part of my live earlier. No, I must have not heard that part. I was listening to you. When I came back from picking up my daughter, I picked up when you were talking about learning how to do some circus crocheting for the hat. And then I must have I left you running, went to the bathroom. Maybe you said about the time I went to the bathroom. I don't know. They must be very colorful and pretty. I know Walmart, once in a while, they put her fabric on clearance, on sale. Yeah, I never tried it, the yarn. Have you even seen the yarn? Because I never even seen it. Elaine, you need a loom. I don't think I did a loom knitting tutorial. I know I think it was the time I taught my grandson, but that's okay. That's fine as long as you found a tutorial. I never got to do one. But it's really easy once you get the hang of it. But there are different stitches you could use for that too. You could make some great fingerless gloves with that. A lot of stuff, but the 24 peg, I have the 4-piece, but the smallest one, I think it's a 24 peg. I'll be using that for fingerless gloves for myself. I just found a bunch of our winter stuff, hats, fingerless stuff I crocheted before. I got everything already in one spot. In one drawer. I told my daughter, you need a gloves, you need scarves, you need anything, it will be in this drawer. So we keep it in that drawer so that we don't have to be looking for it everywhere. Getting ready. In the mornings it's cold here. In the morning I wear a hat. In the morning I wear a sweater. In my local Walmart, they have her yarn on her clearance. On her clearance. That's how I got to. That's how I got the hooks. They were marked down to $5.50. $5.50 a pack, or $5.50 for one of her hooks, or is it a pack? I heard her yarn was expensive too. I'm not sure. All the reviews were coming out when it first came out a while back. Guys, thank you for everybody that's been subscribing. I do appreciate you guys, people from Facebook and all that. My numbers are going up a little by little. I'm happy because I want to hurry up and get to the 1,500 so I could do that giveaway. And then 2,000 so I could do the Mary Maxim giveaway. And then if I'm trying to fix my channel and create new playlists and stuff like that, I need watch hour time. My goal is to try to get there before my anniversary date, the 4,000 watch hours. Well, no, now you don't need 4,000. You just need 3,000 watch hours. Before December 17. So I have another design. I have a couple designs, guys, but I'm excited. I can't wait. They're both for the winter. Can't wait to share. But I want to make sure I got all my dots, all my T's crossed and my I's dotted. I want to make sure I got all my supply and everything I need for it. I want to get well organized for it. The pack has a 2.0 millimeter 2.6. Then that's good. That's good then. That's really good. Which playlist do you want us to watch and share? Well, there's one that has 31 videos from the yarn haul videos, or come shop with me videos for yarn, and then whichever you think. And then the other one is the new one I just did was my Tuesday videos, which is the Hope, Faith, Life video. Short videos are not long at all. They're about less than 30 minutes. I read the Word of God, share the Word of God. I got, I think, 4 of those in a playlist. So what's everybody working on? Sad about the hurricane, the people that got hit by the hurricane. So far, my family got back to me. Thank God they're doing okay. I praise God for that. I thank the Lord for that. But a lot of damage, a lot of flood, a lot of big trees fell, and Um, there was one house that got hit by like 3 big trees. It was so sad. And the husband and wife was in the house, but the wife was okay and the husband passed away. So it showed the house in the news, and those trees were huge. I mean, you could see the bottom of the root of the trees, how that wind is powerful. It just took that big tree and pulled it up from the ground and shoot, big trees. Yeah, and it hit the Carolinas, and we just got to pray for all the survivors and anybody that lost family, friends. Pray for them too for time of mourning. But now it's Florida is recovering. They're in the recovering time right now. It's a lot of flood damages, a lot of water damage. I sold the vine, the leaf onto my daughter's pumpkin. Now she wants me to make a face for it. you know, Daphne. That's awesome. You got it. The leaf and you sold the leaves on it and everything. But when you were showing the pumpkin, you said it was for your daughter. I said Daphne probably should have put a face on it. I that's the first day I said she should have done a little amigurumi or something. And look at that. Now she wants a face on it. Now you might have to make her another one so I could have a partner. A different color one. It came out cute. I haven't done a pumpkin in so long. And you were talking about the Halloween stuff in the church and all that. I couldn't believe it. But that was interesting. I never heard of that. Yeah. How old is your daughter? Is that the oldest one, right? Make it a girl and a boy. Yeah, make it a girl and a boy, or husband or wife, whatever you want to make. Make it a family. Hey Ariel, how are you? Welcome in. How you doing? Hey, my daughter's 19 and she's still asking me for stuff. The oldest is 10. Oh, how nice. She's 10 years old. That's a fun age. I remember my daughter, who's 19 now, when she was 10. You know, I was so happy that she was still playing with dolls at that age. And I took advantage and rode with that because, you know, a lot of girls were growing up too fast and stopped playing with Barbies or start playing with 18-inch dolls. She liked the Monster High. She liked the AG dolls. And even though it was expensive for me, she was turning 10. I just took the plunge and I just did her, because I know once after she turns 10, maybe when they're 11 or 12, they probably don't want those types of parties. But in the AG store here in New York, American Girl store, American Doll Girl store here in New York, Manhattan. I did her birthday party there, and then I bought her like 2 dolls, some doll clothes, and then her sister bought her a doll, and she was excited. And she would be the type of kid that if I would go to Walmart, anywhere with her, she would carry one of them with her. And one day we were at Walmart and there were some girls around her age, and Maya's walking around with her little AG doll. being a little 10-year-old, you know, I didn't think nothing of it. And I didn't notice it, but when she came in, I saw this face on her, and then she told me what had happened. Well, these two other girls were walking with their parents, and they saw Maya with the doll, and they gave her this look, and then they were like laughing at her because she had a doll with her. She was playing with a doll. And she wasn't even playing with it. She was just holding it. But when that happened, she was turning 10. I was like, and I told her, sweetie, don't, don't take it wrong. Don't feel bad. You know, I'm proud that you are still playing with dolls. And that's the norm. You know, times have changed with, kids stop playing certain dolls certain toys anyways too early. But um I'm a doll lover myself. I like to collect dolls. I don't do that anymore because I don't have the funds for it. But my mom was a doll collector. She had a lot of the porcelain dolls. And when she saw me with my reborn doll, she came to visit me in Connecticut. She said she wanted a reborn doll. So it's my mom, me, and my youngest daughter. We're doll lovers. There's nothing wrong with that. So, anyways, that's when I decided, you know what? I have to be grateful that my daughter is still playing with dolls and not with a phone and not with video games. And so I did the party for her. It wasn't cheap, but it was delicious. The food was delicious. And she left out of there happy. Now, I didn't buy dolls there. I have found some in thrift stores, you know, in great condition. I found some in Craigslist. No, not Craigslist. What's the other one? What's the other one? It's not Craigslist. It's not the Facebook Market. It's before Facebook Market came out. Oh my gosh, Lord, help me here. Everybody used to go on there and sell their things. They're still around. Well, I went to that website. It's like, it's not Etsy. It's before all those came out. And anyways, I found some there. Fair price, great condition. Yeah. Nothing wrong with it. There's people that collect cars, people that collect airplane models, car models, figurines. There's nothing wrong with anybody collecting dolls. I like them because they're pretty to look at. They're beautiful. And I want a toddler. That's been my dream as a reborn doll. I want a toddler size, but they cost so much money. You might have to go to like those websites that they sell them for cheap, much cheaper than the other when there are artists that make these dolls at home, but they charge a lot of money. I never played with dolls when I was growing up. I have dolls that are still in the box, never opened, and my mom still has them. Wow. Well, it's not for everybody, you know. Daphne, I love dolls. Laugh aloud. Ariel, what you been up to? You working on anything? Yeah. So now I love my crochet and being creative, making stuff, things like that. The two reborn dolls I have here, I practice on them when I want to make a baby outfit, stuff like that, and for measurements and stuff, but also for modeling. They model my baby clothes for pictures, things like that. That's why I want a toddler. I want a toddler one because first of all, they're cute, and second, they could be my models if I want to crochet or knit or sew something for a toddler. I think I just rather for them to stay in a box because I didn't want. Oh, you didn't want to mess them up. Were they like porcelain dolls? That's awesome. We did right now. Are her AG dolls? They're in boxes because we don't want to mess them up until we get when my mom used to have her dolls in this kind of like what's it called? Where it's like a China kind of tall like storage unit, but it's made out of glass and wood. I know how to say it in Spanish, but I don't know how to say it in English. But my mom used to have a chinero, and she used to put all her anything that she thought that she loved. Like it wasn't just dolls. She also had like she likes to the crystals. Those crystals they used to sell crystal teddy bears, crystal figurines, things like that. But she had her dolls in one of those behind the glass, and that would keep the dolls. Preserve the doll, keep them nice and clean, dust free. Their clothes still in great shape. She gave some of those dolls to my daughter, and I still because after that, the pandemic happened, and I haven't been able never to go back and pick up those dolls that my sister has holding for my daughter. Plastic and claws was okay. They should be worth a fortune. Yeah, yeah. Um, if you save your dolls for years and years, like my oldest, I mean, she when she was a little girl, she used to have the Brats, those kind of dolls. Other dolls, some Barbies that I know that if I would have saved them and sold them online, um, eBay. That's where I got her American Girl dolls. A few of them. Oh my gosh, eBay. Remember eBay? eBay's still around. So that would have probably been worth a lot of money. She had a lot of Pokemon stuff. And she wasn't into the Pokemon anymore. And I didn't know that later on, if you save those cards and you save the Pokemon, different things she had, plushies and things like that of Pokemon, that would be worth a lot of money now. Talking about dolls, I still have my dolls over there that I have to finish, my crochet dolls. I've been looking at them and saying, man, I got to finish these dolls. I stopped really when my book that my daughter bought me ended up missing. Not that I needed the book, but because my daughter bought me that book, one of the dolls was the pattern from that book. The other doll, I did it without the book, but also because I did some clothing and stuff from that book. And then we never found the book, but I'm just going to have to do it on my own without the book. In the future, I might buy that book again, just because I feel bad that my daughter bought it for me, and we don't know what happened to it when we were transitioning, moving from my daughter's house to this apartment. Yeah, it's called Honey Pie. Honey Pie. She got it for me from Amazon. I had it on my wish list, and she got it for me. She spent like shipping and everything came out to $20-some. I think the book was like $18.99, but it had 40 patterns. It's just a book, we'll get it again. I did like it. I didn't like the pattern of the doll, to be honest. I didn't like the pattern of the doll. I think the way that I make my dolls, or all of us make our dolls, that the usual pattern that we have, I think is better off than that book, because you have to do the legs separate and then sew it to the body. And when I do my dolls, I do them the legs separate, but then I start working on the body around the legs, so I didn't like that part. Like, these are the legs, and then I start crocheting around to make the body, and then I actually do the neck. I decrease for the neck, then I make the head of the neck. I make that all one piece. The only thing that is not crochet, that is crochet separate, would be the arms. So I didn't like that, but I wanted to please my daughter, and I wanted to be grateful that she bought me the book. But I did like I didn't get to do the bear, what was it? Her little friends, which was like a bumblebee, a bear, and I think I forget what the other one was. I don't know if it was a cat or something. I don't know what it was. And then it had all these pieces, picnic set. That's what I wanted to do, the picnic set. But it wasn't for me. I wanted to do a set for me, but that was supposed to be a gift for a little girl who was turning 5 years old. And that was my sister's granddaughter, and I never got to finish it. So I'm just going to try to figure it out myself. They got some of those pattern books, food pattern books that you crochet different types of food like ketchup and mustard and hot dogs and buns and all that stuff. It even had a pattern for the grill, the bacon, everything. Soda. I said, oh my gosh, this is going to be fun. I never got time. I never got a chance to make it because I started with the doll and some clothes, and then that's about it. I didn't do anything else. Yeah, but Michael's, they got a lot of nice They got a lot of book. Joanne does too, but they got a lot of great pattern books. I have some here. But I gotta start looking through my pattern books. But they're not the ones I'm talking about. So all my plants are growing. They're not ready for transition to transplant them to the garden. So far I got 4 gardens now that I could plant my cabbages and broccoli and all that stuff. The carrots are growing. I just checked my garden today. The birds ate up all my sunflower seeds. They didn't leave me one. Next time I'm gonna grow a lot of sunflowers. Anyways, I still got peppers growing. I got 2 more peppers growing and a flower just bloom. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're hitting October. I'm still getting peppers. I need to stop shopping. I stopped that a long time ago. And I only shop like when I need something. But the only thing that I did shop for yarn was for the granny square yarn, because those are so pretty. There's so many more I want, different colors. And I want that 70 look color one. I want more of it so I can make a top out of it, because that's beautiful now for the fall. Actually, the 2 that I bought are for now for the fall and winter. But I bought one of each because Joanne had them on sale for $6.99. So they had so many colors. They had new colors. I was like, they just don't. It's just not helping us to stop shopping for yarn. But I am using up my yarn. Now I go if I need it. But I do want one of those anniversary, the new Yarn Inspiration anniversary cake they have at Michael's, the big ones. You guys, we missed out on the sale like 2 weeks ago. They had if you order one of those online, you got 40% off, because those were $39.99 for one. And then if you buy it at the store, it was 30% off. But then 2 weeks later, they had 30% off in the store again. And I was talking to my daughters. I was like telling one to buy me one and the other one to buy me the other one. I don't know. I saw a lady who bought it and did a yarn review with it. She didn't like how it wasn't spun tight. It wasn't spun tight together. They were loose. So once she opened the package and she started crocheting, it was not spun tight enough. But she started crocheting with it, and it did crochet beautifully. And if I find that video, I'll put it in the description box. But she was certain crochet hook did better than other crochet hooks she used. So she used different crochet hooks because she was having a problem with some of the crochet hooks with that yarn. So I was really getting disappointed because watching her video, because I really wanted it, the yarn. Of course, I want the one that has all the blues and teals and all that. And then I want the one that has all the like, almost like rainbow color. And anyways, she was like busting my bubble when I watched that video. And I was like, oh man, for real? I really like that. I really like it. It looks beautiful. But she will say in the video what hooked, from plastic to metal to wood. I don't remember from which one she recommended, and then the style of the hook and the tip, how how it curves, which one is better, which one was getting caught with the yarn. And so she did like a little chain or something, and the colors were looking nice. She did a few. I think she did like one row. She didn't do much, but she did show how. And then one of them had a really bad yarn buff. Yeah, they're nice. Yarn bar. One of them. Not all of them. The other one wasn't. But she got to she bought 4 of them, because when that sale came out, she took advantage and she bought 2, and her daughter bought her the other 2. I only want 2. I only want those 2 colors. Or the purple. The purple one is really pretty. But I still have the anniversary cake that I bought years ago. I had 2. I bought one that I have here. The other one was in storage, and it was ruined. I was so sad when I saw it. I was brokenhearted. But that one, I was brokenhearted because that one, I think that's the one my daughter bought me, and she paid with I think she got like 20% off or something. It wasn't much. And then the one I got here, I think is when they brought them down to $10, and I bought me one. And I just look so pretty. I just can't find myself to open it and make something out of it. But this lady with the new ones, she already know what she's making with all of them. She's going to make cardigans with one. I think cardigan with one, a blanket with the other. But they're very pretty. But all the other yarns are pretty too. The new, I show you guys in a short all the new yarns that came out that was at Michael's. Oh my gosh. They're so soft. These were soft too. But what was the name of that yarn? And a new Bernat one. There was a new Bernat, baby blanket Bernat. That had 2 colors in it. It was very pretty. And Mayako, let me see if I can find it here, the one I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, that yarn is so soft, so pretty. But I think they were like $12.99 each. But they were pretty. And Michael's always have sales online with the app, Michael's app. So you could probably do it that way. I do want one of those. I'm trying to play with some other colors. I try not to do so much blue. If you're hearing me, I'm always saying, no, yeah, I'm gonna get the blue one and this and that. But I'm trying to, try some other colors other than blue. Because when I see a new yarn and it has blue with teals and all these other colors, so pretty, I want them. But I'm trying to stay away from that and try the other colors. I got a lot of blue in my life. Yeah, so I want this one. It's so pretty. It's the brunette blanket, but it has two colors in it. It's almost like, I don't know if you guys seen that one. That's really pretty. But brunette blanket, that one. Let me see if I see the other one I'm talking about. Oh no, I delete the picture, but it's in my channel. Why did I delete the picture? Oh my gosh, I got a lot of pictures in my garden. I gotta get rid of these pictures. But this is the one I want. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do with it. But the purple one is really pretty. You just can't pick. I would pick, and the green one is pretty. I don't like the gray one too much. That's the color maybe my cousin would like because it has grays and black and white. But out of the 5, I will pick the other ones except the gray. Right there. That's so pretty. But I gotta get rid of some of my yarn first before I start doing all this. But it's just, you just can't have enough yarn. But once I start making stuff, and I need to start saving money so I could go buy me some of the new yarns. I've been a good girl. I hardly bought yarn in a year. I've been a really good girl. But let me see. Yeah, I don't have it here. I have it in my Facebook page. Yeah, I don't have it here. Anyway, they're pretty. I have it in my short. They're really pretty, and there's a few colors that I would buy. Guys, have you noticed that inflation has been going down, getting a little better where you live? And I'm maybe not the grocery. I'm paying attention to the food. Not so much the grocery store, but the gasoline went down. We're down to $2.99 a gallon here. Yeah, so it's this one. It's so pretty. Jeez. I'm trying to see how you call that one. What's that one? So pretty. Macchiato cake from Karen Cake. Macchiato. They have so many beautiful colors. But I want to play with the purple. I want to play with different colors. They got a blue. Don't get me wrong. But I even would go with that brown. But yeah, it's so pretty. Look at the green. Ooh, that's sexy right there. Look at that green with the brown with the teal. It's really pretty. Anyways, let me stop because I don't want nobody saying that I'm trying to get them to buy yarn. So yeah, they're saying that inflation is going down, so I'm keeping my eyes on it. Gasoline so far is in the last 2 months, it's been from, I think it was, we were paying $3.33, something like that. It's down to $2.99 some places. So hopefully the food will go down too, and we will all do better, because I know it's tough, y'all. It's tough. But that's why, thank God, I got my yarn. I got my crafts that even though on a rainy, sad day when you're like, anything, I won't, anything on the news or anything trying to bring me down, I just go to my yarn and start being creative and start sketching and making things. It makes me happy. Enabler. They are beautiful though. Look at all the granny square ones that came out, and I missed out. I mean, I didn't miss out. They still sell them, but when they came out last year and this year was the first time I bought one. Recently, like a month or two ago. I haven't touched them though. They're right there because that's not enough. I need more of the same cake, of the same color. I just bought it just because I didn't want to come home with two of the same color because they were also pretty and I couldn't decide, so I grabbed those two. I mean, you could use other yarn from your stash with it, but I don't know. Depends on the pattern or the sketch, whatever you're trying to create. Yeah. Well, guys, maybe next time we could do like we could all some few of you guys want to come up and we could crochet together, or I mean, whatever you're doing, diamond painting. You know, I haven't finished my daughter's. I need another Elaine. I need to be cloned. A crafty Elaine. Crafter. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I need like more arms like the octopus. That will help me. That will help me get me some of these projects going. Hey, Rosalie's Crafts and More. Welcome in. How are you? How you doing? Well, yesterday I don't have to cook tonight because I had made double the rice, double the chicken for 2 days for yesterday and today. And the rice came out so good. I threw away my air fryer, guys. I don't know if I'm going to buy another air fryer. I don't know if it's safe, but my air fryer started peeling. The tray inside the it started peeling, and I'm like, I don't even know that. I don't think this is safe. I threw it in the garbage. And then what else was it? My rice cooker. I guess after a while they start peeling, and that's a coating that it has to protect your food. But I have seen one that is safe for food. I don't know. I miss my air fryer. I really do. I used it a lot. But once your air fryers or your Instant Pot, I don't have that problem because the inside of my Instant Pot is it doesn't have a coating. So that's like aluminum, or is it I gotta look it up. But nothing ever happens. Nothing peels. It's just the way I bought it. Stays, and I got that Instant Pot for like 4 years. But my air fryer, and I heard from someone saying that they were not safe. So you got to be careful what you buy. And they're not cheap for them to be, the coating to be peeling like that. But there's one though that I saw. I don't know if it's made out of it's made out of clay or something. I gotta look it up, but it's supposed to be more safe for you. And I started cooking my rice in my pot. And when I cooked the rice yesterday, because I made it, I did this whole summer. This whole summer, all I used was my kitchen supplies like the Instant Pot, the air fryer, the rice cooker. So then when I cooked the rice yesterday, it's so different, guys. It's so different. I forgot how delicious it comes out on the stove. So yeah, I don't think I'll be buying an that rice cooker lasts me for about 5 years. I bought it at a thrift store for $4. She was really good to me, and I taught my daughter how to use it. But I also teach her how to cook rice on the stove because, we're Puerto Ricans. We got to teach our daughters how to really cook the Puerto Rican rice, not a rice cooker. Oh, thank you, Rosalie. This is all knit. This is a baby blanket. It's different knitting stitches, all different ones. You can't see it too much because it's getting dark here. I got an extra lighting on. I got 2 lights on. But that's how it's looking so far. And I'm just playing with it. Almost done with the yarn. I'll be done with this probably next week. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. What are you working on, Rosalie? I have my cousin's daughter's name is Rosalie. Her my aunt's name was Rosa, and so they named her Rosalie. Because her grandmother's name was Rosa. Orders for Etsy. Oh, awesome. How's that going? Because I heard that Etsy changed a little with their pricing and everything, feeds. I don't know. Is it still worth it? My daughter's always told me to open one. I just didn't. I was just years ago, and I just never did. Sometimes you can't listen to people because I started hearing complaints about them, and then that threw me off, And then, which I should have known better, because when somebody gives me an opinion about something, I'll listen to their opinion, but I want to find out for myself. But I hear a lot of people were making videos dropping off, and it was not worth it. Yeah, a lot of people are very successful with it, so I applaud all of you guys. Let me get Nightbot in here so he could drop y'all links for those who are interested to have your links dropped so that you could visit other people's channel and get to know them, subscribe, and we have to help each other out, right? Help them grow their channel, learn from them. I'm always want to learn. Even at my age, I think I will keep learning until the day I die. You could, there was a saying that you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you could. Not that I'm old, but I'm not 20. But that's what I mean. I always love learning. I love learning from others. I like to share what I learn. I like to share what I invented or created, but also I like to share from others. I like to learn from others. We don't know it all. We're never going to know it all. So everybody has different talents, different skills, and that's what I love about this community, right? Let me see. Has access for services. Access. Yeah, guys, I'm going to try to be more dedicated to my schedule videos, which is Tuesdays, Thursday, and Fridays. But sometimes life just doesn't let me. She said they charge too much. Oh, okay. But all others do the same thing. Oh, so everybody, yeah, that's how it is. They see one person doing it, everybody else follows along. That's how it is with everything. Even like when the prices went up. everybody started putting their prices up too. But for those who can't afford it, you could always start your own website and sell your things there. If you could do Etsy, do Etsy. Hey, go for it. But you can sell your stuff on Facebook too. Not Facebook Market. You could do Facebook Market. But if you do your own Facebook craft page or group, well, I don't know about the group. I have my own page. I haven't started a group. But they're always offering me, you could share you can make so much money doing this, doing that. What is it called? Beta? With Facebook? Beta business. There you go, guys. So if you type the word blue, Nightbots would drop your link. You guys want to drop it now? Do that now. I don't want to be here too long and keep you guys. I know you got things to do. If anybody's gonna do a live, let me know, because I am up for it. It's Saturday. I have nothing to do. I don't have to cook dinner. I'm just making me a tuna salad, one of those beautiful tomatoes, cherry tomatoes she gave me. Let me see, Rosalie. Hold on a second. I'm already on the yellow. I passed from the purple to yellow now. So I'll be done with this yarn soon. And then it's going to go from pink, and the last one is white. So that's how much I have. I love this. I love that if you know how to knit, right? Because I started about 2 years ago, but I started with basic, and I'm still learning. Like I said, I just started these new teaching myself from a book, these stitches. A few of these stitches. The stockinette I already knew. Garter stitch I already knew. It's the other ones. But one cape makes you a blanket. Let's see here. Let me check out. Let me see if I'm just making sure that I am subscribed to everybody that's here. Oh yeah, I've been subscribed to you. You're so pretty with that. What's that? Is that like hot pink hair? All right, so let me make sure. Let me check this one. No. All right. I think I'm subscribed to everybody else here. Jeannie, are you still here? I'm going to have me a tuna fish sandwich. I haven't had tuna fish sandwich in a long time. Me and Daphne, we're almost having the same kind of dinner. Oh, you're welcome. But it's I've been subscribed to you for a little bit now. Anybody needs a playlist that they want me to play? I've been watching Dorita, Daphne. I've been playing a few of her videos. I'm trying to help you guys out. Are you guys interested of getting watch time hours? I know I am. Let me know. Hey, Dorita, do you live in the same address? Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. I'll keep praying for your daughter. You should say those God's promises for healing Bible verse for her every day. I mean, maybe you already do. I think I have one member family with that disease, and one of my aunts just told me, she's in her 70s, but she lives in Puerto Rico, and she told me she was suffering from the doctor just diagnosed her with what is it called, fibromyalgia pain that she gets, and she was shocked when she's suffering from pain, and the doctor told her that there's no cure, and she will have to live with it for the rest of her life. Oh, well, I would. Sorry to hear that. I would definitely, definitely, I would continue to pray for her. She's young too, And it must be hard as a mom, you know. You have to see her go through that. I cannot imagine. But all is not lost, and there's still hope. What are you guys doing this weekend? Well, what's left of it. Tomorrow, obviously, I'm home today. I had PT Friday, so I stood home today to recover. Plus, we're overcast. We got some rain today. We got some rain yesterday. I have put 5-gallon buckets. You know that rain that came really hard because of the I guess because a hurricane was coming towards Florida. It was already going through Florida. We did get rain here in Connecticut. It was like for 2 days or a day and a half. All of my 5-gallon buckets are full of water. I do that to collect rainwater from my garden. But I need to get I have a garbage can a brand new one I bought at Walmart to collect water at my daughter's house, because there is a very, very small garden in her house. My garden is small too, but hers is smaller than mine's. And I went today outside, and oh my gosh, because I have my I'm growing butter crunch lettuce. I said it wrong like in one of the videos, because I'm growing butter crunch lettuce, freckled lettuce, leafy lettuce. There's 3 lettuces. What else was it? A winter flower, and something else on that porch. But they had like an extra pot underneath, so when the rain came, I didn't go outside. And on the second day, I went outside, and they were flooded with water. But they didn't die or anything in it. So immediately I got another 5-gallon bucket and took all that water and put it in that one. But everything's growing. I need to grow more spinach, but the spinach is growing. The carrots, I don't know. Carrots are growing very slow, but they're growing. Oh my God, my sanias flower. There's this flower called sanias. Did you start growing her in spring? Throughout summer, right? Winter. But I started late. I started like late spring, early summer. This plant took forever. I only had one came up. And I thought she wasn't going to make it because she was light green. But she grows like really tall. And at first she was like that light green. And she's supposed to be like that nice, dark, beautiful green. And she grew really tall. But she took forever to get there. Forever. Guys, we are hitting October. And she is now about 3 feet tall. Oh my gosh, she got the head growing of the flower. And I'm like, wow, now that the cold weather's coming, I'm like, you better hurry up and grow, girl. So I'm definitely going to take a picture of her. But all her leaves were green, beautiful. She's standing straight and tall. But I haven't really checked on her because I got sick of waiting for her. And then when I went out today, I was like, oh my gosh, she's growing. That's my first time I'm growing that flower. I'm definitely going to take a picture of it. But I'm waiting for it to bloom. So it looks like it's going to be red. But man, she took forever. She was stubborn. And man, we got a lot of rain this season. We got a lot of hot temperatures. We got like a lot. We were like, even in spring, it was in the 80s. And then the summer was a lot of 80s and 90s. I don't know why she took so long. But she's there. She's still alive, and we're almost in October. And she's not a winter flower. She's a summer flower. You know, guys, I'm gonna tell you something funny. Then I'm gonna let you go. Today, right? I was going to go pick up my daughter at work, and so I went to the driveway and and as I was going downstairs, I was just looking at my plants, and here walks this man and this woman. I kid you not. It looked at like Prince Harry and Meghan, his wife. Her black hair and everything, how slim and classy, you know, how she dresses. And then it looked like him with the red hair and everything. But I only saw them from the side of the face. I said, that's hilarious. I know that's not them. But it kind of, I thought of them when I saw them. I'm like, oh my God, it looks like, hey, Prince Harry and Meghan. What they doing here? Every day is a battle, but oh, okay. I understand. Rosalie said, I was shopping with my girls all day today, so it's my resting day tomorrow. Ooh, awesome. Were you shopping for school stuff or the fall, winter clothing? My girls are already adults, but I still buy them things when birthdays and stuff. Or if I see something that's on sale, like if I see something that is on sale, I'm a sale person. I love to get stuff on sale. But even though they're adults, one is 34, one is 19. I have two daughters. So for those, that I know some, you guys already know some of you guys, but I don't think Rosalie knows. But anyways, I still buy them things. Like if I see something on sale and they got my size and their size and I know they're going to like it, yeah, I'll buy them things like that. But, Christmas and birthdays and stuff like that. I collect rainwater for my house plants sometimes. Yes, rainwater's the best. Oh, you're just browsing? Oh, okay. How are the clothing prices? Is inflation going down with that too? You don't pay food price neither. Nah. I'm an off-season shopper too. That means like right now, if I had the money, I think Walmart starts when, and a lot of other stores, but it continues to January. When back to school comes, and then all the summer stuff start going on clearance and clearance. But Walmart's one of the stores that don't play. They put down the prices, and they even go as far as to $1. I bought sweaters for me and my two daughters one year. That the sweaters were a name brand, and they costed $30 each, and I paid $1 for each of them. So, but I'm like that. I buy off season. I buy for the next winter or for the next summer, for the next spring, but I buy it at 90% off. It's the best way to shop. Oh yes, I love Burlington. I saw you. I love their new commercial, by the way, when they're all screaming. I love Burlington. Burlington for clothing. I love for to decorate your home. Their coats, everything. Yeah, I love Burlington. They're another one that when Christmas comes and goes, they put their stuff. And I think right after Christmas, they start putting their stuff on clearance quick. Yep. But that's how I like to shop, and especially when January comes, a lot of the stores are on board and they start putting things down to $5, $3, $1. And now if you're smart, which I know you guys are, but I always thought, that so many people have like a thrift store online, or they do in the summer, they buy all this stuff cheap, and then when the summer comes, they do like yard sales, garage sales, right? So they pay for it for $1, but they'll sell it to you $5, $7 at the garage sale. Although the tag still says $30, it's still cheaper, but it'll have the tag on it. So sometimes we call them sharks. Sharks are people that if you go to Walmart or you go to a thrift store, because when the thrift store, there's one very famous one that we have here where I go. It's called Red and White Blue Dress Store. They get stuff donated from all over. New Jersey, New York. I live here in Connecticut. They get it from Massachusetts. They get it from everywhere. And so they get a lot of good stuff. And so people know it. And people come all the way from everywhere to this thrift store. So you got to be there in the mornings. But what I didn't like was that we call them sharks. They're the ones that sell these things on eBay. The rules in the thrift store is that the ladies come from the back out with the push cart full of the clothes or toys, whatever it is. And then they start putting it on. The rule is you cannot take it out the car. You cannot ask her for anything. You have to let her do her job and she put it on the shelf or put it on the rack or whatever. And then you grab what you want. Well, these guys didn't care. They would go and just take it right off her cart. And so it never gave us a chance to buy the good stuff, And so, yeah, so that's what they do. We call them sharks. And then I started seeing them in Walmart. And Walmart around January, you'll see if you see somebody that has a full cart floating over to the top with the same type of shirt, 20 of the same shirt, 30 of the same whatever. She is an online, she sells online, or she sells it in the garages or in tag sales, or she sells it to maybe to her country. Who knows, to help the poor people as well. But a lot of them, they buy it for their country, for, like Dominican Republic, Guatemala, places like that. But a lot of them sell them out here. Yeah. But that's what I was saying. You could also sell it, make a profit. You spend $1, you sell it for $5, or you sell it for $7, and then you got that money for yarn. Okay, now I'm an enabler. Now I'm an enabler right now. But hey, at least I'm trying to give you some tips how to spend $1 and turn it into 50, what is it, 50 cents into $1, and save money on whatever you want to buy. It don't have to be yarn, but you know what I'm saying. Pay your bills, whatever. But most of the people in this chat room would probably go for yarn. Yeah, Burlington is I got a really nice one here. I got 2 in my area. I have one is in Post Road, Orange, Connecticut. And and one is at the mall here at the Waterbury Mall. I just don't like, I'm speaking for the one in the Waterbury Mall. The only thing I don't like is that they're so cheap that a lot of people go and they make such a mess out the store. I don't know if you guys, ever experienced that at Burlington. My daughter's 19, my other one's 34. I used to love buying their clothes there for babies. And I'd never seen that. And now, you see stuff like on the floor. You see stuff. I'm like, what's going on here? Why everything's so messy, out of place? And then the Burlington over here in the mall, I love that one. And the first, I haven't been there in a couple of years since the pandemic. So then when I went recently, when was it? Last year? Not recently. Last year, I went. And I couldn't believe how much that store changed. It's half of what it used to be, and they're saying that they were renovating the other half for something else. But I was like, yo, what's up with the stuff? I said, you don't have enough workers. You hiring? Because that's how much of a mess the store was. And I was disappointed because I love that store. But if I see a clothing on the floor, I'm not going to buy it. Who knows who stepped on it? How many people? Definitely just visit your page. Awesome. She threw yarn at your window. Anyway, guys, you know me. I'm just silly. I'm just a silly woman. That's all. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go now. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. The next time you see this blanket, it's going to be done. And I'll take a picture of it with better lighting. I'm going to do a border. Now, it's interesting. I got to see how I'm going to do the border because this is knit. So I might do the border crochet. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I do it. But if knit works, it works. But if not, I'll probably do crochet. But anyways, it's been fun. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a safe the rest of your weekend. Let me know if anybody's going live. I know Daphne was live earlier. If anybody's going to do a live, let me know. And I will just stop by your house. And yeah. So I'm almost at the end of this row. And I'm going to show you guys. Like, for instance, this hat I got on was free. Sometimes people be out there and be like, I was somewhere and some lady was giving out free hats and gloves, but she had ran out of gloves, but she had a hat. And she kept asking people before me, and then nobody wanted it. It was with a tag and everything. She's from a company. And she was from some company, but she was trying to help people. And so she had a bunch of hats and gloves to give away. But I guess by the time I got there, they were gone, most of them. And she asked me if I wanted this hat. This was last winter. This is last winter, hitting almost spring. And I never wore that. I just took the tag out a few days ago. And this is a free hat I got. So anybody trying to give you something for free, just take it. Ain't no shame with that. Anyways, so this is how it looks. I'm at the yellow. So the next time you see it, I will be finished with it. Yeah, so that's how it looks. And it's very drapey, very pretty. Well, it's been fun, guys. It's 6:27 p.m. Eastern time here. It's past my dinner time. I'm trying not to eat so late so I can lose this weight. I'm still in a journey of losing weight. I haven't weighed myself in over a month. So we will see, because my goal was to get to the 20-pound by October. I see the doctor, I think, sometime in October, the second week of October, and I wanted to reach 20 pounds by then. I had already lost 14 pounds, so I needed 6 pounds. But for some reason, I don't know what I'm struggling with the 6 pounds thing. But let's see if I get there. Have a good, amazing day. You too. Thank you. Hugs, guys. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you in these YouTube streets. And in your next live, but let me know if anybody wants to have a little crafty party. All right, I have an email in all of my videos in the about page. If y'all want to email me, let me know. Dorita, email me and let me know. I don't know if you got back to me. Let me know if you live in the same address. All right, God bless, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.